Hey guys, John with Silka here today to show you how I personally pack my seat rolls, what I'm putting in them, and to give you a few tips on how to pack yours.
Here I have my Seat Roll Premio and the contents that I put inside of it laid out on the pockets that they go into. I have my tire levers Premio, a CO2 cartridge, my EOLO CO2 regulator, one latex tube, and my Silka Italian Army knife Tradici. When you pack your seat roll, you want to think about which pocket your items go into. I always put my tire levers with my CO2 together in the left pocket. The tube goes in the middle. And then the flattest items I put on the far right. In this case, it is my Italian Army knife Tradici. I also want to make sure that when I put them in the pockets, I push them down as far as they can go inside the pocket to leave the top of the pocket unobstructed. Watch when I pack the items in the seat roll. You can see that all of the items are well below the top of the pocket. This will allow the first fold to be an exact fold to keep your items secured. There you can see the tight first fold. You want it to be at the top of the pockets to keep your items locked in as you fold it along. If the crease was higher than the top of the pockets, you may have items fall out and you don't want that, so remember to keep the crease of the first fold at the seam of the pockets. The next fold that I will do is the left pocket, my tire levers and inflation. I'm going to make sure that they are grouped together next to each other in the pocket and then pull it over nice and tight over the tube. The last fold should always be your flattest pocket. Mine here is the Tradici that I have in the far right pocket. Making sure it is nice and tight, I'll be sure to keep the pocket below it tucked in. Then I take the Velcro strap around the seat roll. And there you see a tightly packed Seat Roll Premio.
So now that we have our seat roll packed nice and tightly, let's put it on our bike. The first thing I'm going to do is make sure that the cross stitching is pointed toward the rear of the bike. This cross stitching is actually reflective, so I'm going to make sure it's visible from behind me. I'm then going to make sure I have enough slack to push through the saddle rails. As I take the cables and push them through the saddle rails, I'm going to grab them as they poke out the other side, and then pull the seat roll nice and tugged to the saddle rails. I'll then connect the cables and make sure my boa dial is pressed in. Once the boa dial is pressed in, I'm going to tighten. I tightened about halfway, and as you can see, there is some wiggle, so I'm going to tighten a little bit more until I can't tighten anymore, and it's nice and tight. So there you have how I pack my Seat Roll Premio and how I install it on my bike. If you have any other questions, you can reach out to us at sales@silka.cc. Thanks for watching.